Hey guys, welcome back to Pops and Props. Today I'm going to be talking about the brand new Pixar film, Turning Red. So let's get right into it. Now, of course, whenever I do any of these type of movie reviews, I do spoil a few things, so this is just a big spoiler warning for you guys. If you haven't watched this movie yet, you might want to go check it out and then come back to this video. The movie Turning Red follows the childhood of Mei Lin Lee, a goody two-shoes who has to be the perfect image for her mother. One morning, Mei Lee wakes up and has turned into a giant red panda. Later on in the story, Mei Lee finds out that the females in her family turn into red pandas when they reach a certain age. The story loosely follows Mei Lin's youth and finding out who she really wants to become. So I guess we will start off with the things that I really enjoyed about this movie. The first thing I want to talk about is the animation style and how different it is from all of the other Pixar films. The animation style in this film is super realistic, yet it's also very stylized, and I really love that Pixar is kind of branching off and doing their own different animation styles for each film. I think it's a really great step in Pixar's future. And one interesting thing I found out about the animation is that when I watched the documentary, they actually based the animation off of manga and Japanese anime. And you can really see it when you watch the film because of the eyes. They're very expressive, and there are just certain other parts of the film you'll notice it in. The next thing I want to talk about is the plot or story of the film. The plot of the movie actually felt like it was based off a personal experience in someone's life, and I think that's why I enjoyed it so much, knowing that it actually came from someone else's life. It just felt a little bit more personal. As for the actual structure of the story, I think it played out really well, but the only downside is that I found it a little bit predictable in parts. But even then, I was second guessing myself when I was making my own predictions. I think everyone can relate to the story or the characters on some personal level, whether it's the weird quirkiness of being an early teenager or just going through puberty. Now, before I even watched this film, I was hearing some backlash from a bunch of people on Twitter saying there were some pretty inappropriate moments in the film and that parents shouldn't be showing this to their kids. But in regards to the film, they don't really say it on the nose. The big giant panda is the metaphor for puberty. And of course, there are other parts in the film where they mention maxi pads or other sort of stuff like that. So I can see why some people might not enjoy that, but I think it's a really great step for Pixar taking on some more serious topics. Now, one thing I absolutely loved about this film is that it actually took place in Toronto, Canada. There were a couple moments in the film that made me smile and just kind of made me reminisce of the days when I was a kid in the early 2000s. If you have seen the film, you will know exactly what I mean. I really think that Pixar is going in the right direction for their films. They're really doing some weird, quirky stories with relatable characters, and it just really gets me excited for the future of Pixar. Now, when it comes down to actually rating this film, I would probably give it a 4 or a 4.5 stars out of 5. And the reason I am giving it a 4 out of 5 is because I actually really enjoyed this movie. It was really quirky and different, and the story just really played out well. I think this has to be one of my most favorite Pixar films. So if you guys haven't gone and checked out Turning Red, I highly recommend doing so because it's a really fun and energetic film. So I had to do a little bit of research, but I actually found out they did announce a few Funko Pops from this film. They did a red panda Mei Lee and just a normal casual Mei Lee. Oh, and I can't forget the Funko Shop exclusive red panda Mei Lee, which is flocked. And I don't really buy Disney or Pixar Funko Pops, but after seeing this film, I definitely gotta get these for my collection. So guys, that is it for the film review, and before I get out of here, I might as well show off a Pixar Funko Pop. Now, I don't really have that many Pixar Funko Pops in my collection, so I had to pick from a limited selection, but the one I decided to show off to you guys today is the glow-in-the-dark 22 from Soul. I actually really enjoyed the film Soul, and I just really enjoyed the whole message behind it. But in regards to the Funko Pop, I really do enjoy the color gradient on it. It just really stands out, and it's very different from your average Funko Pop. And of course, if you guys do want to see the rest of the set, There they are right there. I think it's a really awesome Funko Pop set, and if you enjoyed the film, you should definitely consider picking some of these up. Now, looking at this Funko Pop reminds me of a video I did of this whole set where I just unboxed them and did a review, but if you guys do want to go check out that video, you can do so right over here. Now, before I get out of here, I've got a couple questions for you guys. Do you think you're gonna go check out Turning Red, or are you gonna hold off this time? Anyways, guys, thanks for taking time out of your day to come watch this video. I really enjoyed reviewing this film, and I just enjoyed it way too much. As always, guys, if you want to see more from me, please don't forget to do those 3 things: like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.